Soulkslikes. What is a Souls-like exactly? Souls-like is identified as a game that has Dark Souls-like game mechanics. Resting at a bonfire, respawning enemies, challenging combat. These all have the same personalities of a Souls game. However, it begs the question, throughout time, there's been so many different Souls-likes that everybody has played. But which ones are the best ones? I mean, of course, this is all subjective to my opinion, of course. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a weird video than what I've usually been making on my channel so far, because it's been a lot of phasmophobia stuff. Okay, and I realize that. All right, and here is today's video. Here's what it's going to be. I'm going to be playing the Souls-likes that I've played in order. So what does that entail exactly? So let me turn this down a little bit more. Oh no, I need that all the way up. So all right there, I think that's good. So I'm going to be playing every single Souls-like and Souls game that I have played in order, and I'll be ranking them in this video. Just for no reason. I thought it'd be kind of fun to do. So what I thought about doing was completely playing the game just for maybe the first two bosses. I feel like each game for the first two bosses, and just giving an overview of my thoughts of the game through the process. So first off, if you're not aware or know about the game in the background, this is 2014's Lords of the Fallen, sorry, excuse me. This was the very first game that I played religiously. Okay, now this game isn't very popular. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This is probably one of the most disliked Souls-like game that's ever released, because it was, I believe it's about the first of its kind before Souls-like was really even a thing. I've gone on about this video about this game a couple of times, but in terms of gameplay, like say I'm level 44 already. I've already like played it a couple times, but it was, what was it, July 13th was the last time I played it of last year. So it's been a whole year since I played this game on my computer. I actually have played it on my PlayStation a lot sooner than that, but yeah. So what the problem with this game exactly, and we'll get into it once we get into the game itself, is that it's really slow. Like, it is a very slow paced game, slower than Dark Souls 1, and a lot of people just didn't like it. So here is my suggestions. I'll go through my suggestions too. If you want to check out this game, it's definitely in there. It's a pretty cheap Souls-like game. I don't think it even crosses $10. It's a very cheap Souls-like game if you want just a Souls-like experience. Here it is. I mean, they had the newer version of the game, which we'll also be getting into that game a little bit down the line. But I suggest starting with Cleric. If you have not played it, I suggest starting with Cleric. The reason being is because the first boss of the game, if you beat him without taking any hits, you'll get a special version of his sword, which is actually very strong for the early parts of the game. Prayer is your best friend here. So when you pick Cleric and we go down here, now either one, none of these really matter. I personally like the Cleric stuff. That's just my personal opinion. I like the hammer, and the warrior is also pretty decent because it has heavy armor and Cleric has medium, so you'll still be able to kind of like roll around and stuff like that, so it's kind of nice. But let's go ahead and let's get into it with Cleric. So more thoughts of this game exactly. So you have the ability to parry. We're gonna skip all this. We're going to skip all this stuff. I'm going to do the tutorial, okay? And the reason being is because this Rogar right here, he is insanely difficult without the tutorial, okay? And like it's just going to be a little. You may as well just do the tutorial. Oh, okay, you got to approach it all the way. Oh, good lord, I wasn't going far enough. Okay, so now we got to focus it, and now LB. There we go. So now we got a fast hit. So yeah, if you don't do this tutorial, the Rogar is completely difficult for no reason. So they just increase its health pool by a lot if you don't do this tutorial. So it's better to do that. Okay, so I also have all the DLC. So I have the demonic weapon pack. So if you go over here, so what we'll pull up the demonic for the weapons. I want to pull out this hammer. So you can use these depending on what class you get. I mean, you can use any one of them that you want to. We're gonna use Thek really because it has a little extra damage, so it's pretty good. I don't use shields, so I'm gonna take the shield off for extra weight. But of course you're gonna be stuck with all the other stuff that you got here. So, but you can wear whatever you want. It doesn't really matter. But I'm gonna two-hand this sucker. So also got startup boost. So I bought the deluxe edition because they had the entire thing on sale. So, but this tells lore. You don't really have to pick it up. It's not really that useful. But the best part is, so we're gonna talk to Caslo here.
It's locked. I did.
So okay. All right, whatever. I know exactly where we're gonna go anyway. So we're gonna come this way. Jump. There we go. We made it. This was everybody's problem with the game. It is very slow. We're gonna get this door open as well. So that door is also gonna be open. Not right now though. Yeah, you take a little bit of fall damage here, but it's fine. Oh my god. I'm so used to pressing A for interacting with shit. So you got this big dude here. But jumping attack will solve that problem. So get more about this game in total. It was, as I believe, this game was one of the first of its kind for Soulkslikes. It was not very popular, as I've already stated, because of the slowness, and it's buggy. It is still really buggy to this day, and so I chose to play it on PC instead of my console too, because it is not 60 FPS. It is in fact 30. If you play on console, it is 30. It's locked. So it's a little difficult to get it. It feels a lot smoother when you're playing it on 60 FPS, which I'm at 102, but it feels a lot smoother this way. So you're supposed to backstab him. That's what you're meant to do, but it's fine. I remember this game. I played this game religiously for the longest time. This was probably one of my favorite games that I ever played, so I kind of have a little bit of nostalgia for it, to be honest with you. Like, a lot of people hated it, but I was one of the ones that liked it. They made it free for Xbox once, and I picked it up, and I was like, damn, this game is awesome. Like, I fucking love this game. You get badass armors, you get a whole lot of awesome shit for it. So I couldn't complain too much about it. Other people though, not the same. But also tell you what you mean by what I told you to pick cleric. So this is another Rogar here, of course, and you have to defeat him. So, or you don't have to. This guy is kind of a pushover, but he's going to sprint as his first move, and he still hit me, so it doesn't matter. So, but we'll get health potion reheals anyway. But a lot of strong attacks will pretty much take him down, make it trivial. But since we're almost to the boss fight anyways, he does do a good amount of damage, so just be wary. Yeah, so we got this great axe. That's actually pretty crazy. Hold on. I keep pushing a button. Wow, we actually got Scream the Great Hammer. That's crazy. I forgot I had that. That's insane. So his great axe is right here, but I don't think we have enough. Yeah, we don't have enough strength to carry that. But we do have enough strength to carry Scream here. I forgot this hammer existed. So this is pretty much the first area. It's not really that bad. I suggest if you do it, take the heal and go over here.
I found what he
support me.
I could use here.
So he refills your health potions completely, fully. So if you talk to him before, you'll get a full health. So now we go into the first boss of the game. So we're going to try and do this without getting hit, because if we do it without getting hit, we'll be able to get his special sword here. Best thing to do, pull out this sucker, and he is going to attack him. Shield bashes don't do damage to you. This will. If his sword hits you, period, at all, it's gonna do damage to you. So just be wary of that. So our thing disappeared. Sprint. Try to sprint back here. I'm gonna use it again. So there is a special thing here that he will do for that. So just be wary. It doesn't do damage to you. So we're gonna try to do it to where we don't take any damage from him, but since we're two-handed right now, that attack he always gravitates towards you. So it's very crazy, but you'll have enough time here to get through it. Oh man, that was close. I really thought I was gonna get whapped there. My first attempt at this boss, because I chose warrior class for the very first time. I do not suggest warrior class, period, because warrior class is very like for the power, for the abilities. I don't suggest doing the rage ones because you can't use them instantly. Cleric you can use instantaneously. As soon as you start the game, you have the special magic abilities, which is ideal for this. Damn, he didn't. All right, so his final phase is a little freaky. He always starts out with this little wailing attack. It looks a lot. It looks so much nicer at 60 FPS. I'm not gonna lie. When you're at 30, it's so much more annoying at 30. But yeah, his arm is off. He's pretty much done for here. But we still got to use our little magic ability because he's gonna be targeting him still. For his final phase, he does that. It's crazy. And he's dead. Can't skip it either. So we're stuck watching this cutscene. His death cutscene here. Yeah, I've played this so many times. It's like second nature. It comes to me like second nature, kind of like Dark Souls 3 does now, because I played this so often. Like, this was the one game that I played pretty much for just a long ass time. Wow, I didn't even have that achievement. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, if you defeat that boss, you get it, and you get his sword, Persistence, which is one of the best swords that you can get early on in the game. We don't have the strength to use it, but I'm gonna try to get my strength up right now. Actually, if I can, to level 15, I'm gonna see if I can. And you'll see. It's one of the best early swords for the game. But we're going to go over here and put screen back on. I like using hammers. This is probably one of my favorite things ever, because the hammers are really nice. I also like to use poles in this game. Poles really do help with that stuff. So look at, we got attribute points. I think we can get at least 3. Yep. So now strength, we have 8 strength, which isn't very good. So for cleric, it's ideally they would like you to do like magic, basically. That's the whole point of the build for this, because look at your faith. So you can keep it at level, but we're going to be pumping up strength. That's what I'm going to be doing. So of course, I mean, I'm only going to be playing for the first couple bosses, but we're going to be trying to collect as much stuff as humanly possible. And then of course, my final rankings is in there. And I would try and be fair with my rankings and not have like nostalgia blind me for certain games and stuff like that, because the next game after this, the very next game after this is Dark Souls 3. That's what I did. You have to be locked on to do stealth attacks. That's actually crazy. So the one thing that I find interesting about this game in general is the fact that it has the multiplier the longer you go without taking rests. So we do get the warrior armor right there, so that's pretty cool. So there's gonna be another guy right down here, the stairway here. It's gonna be a big dude. There he is. I believe he also starts out with a sprinting attack, but we can cancel that out actually pretty early. But these guys used to give me so much trouble when I first started the game. But yeah, here we go. It's just that each success of victory stack up a chance for better loot and gradually increase the experience you get further on once you save a game or die. So It's pretty. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool system, to be honest with you. But that guy's dead. So one of the best early weapons that I like to use as well is this sucker. The monk staff. I like using staffs as well as hammers in this game because you get more attacks, which the amount of energy you use is a little wonky. So it just depends on your playstyle, really. So we have enough for the axe. Oh, that's pretty crazy. I think I'm gonna use the axe because it uses less energy and has more and less weight too. So that's pretty cool. But the monk staff here uses less energy and you get a decent amount of attacks with the staffs. But we're gonna try the great axe today. So for this is probably also an annoying part. There are certain areas in this game as well that has this. You got to run and do this. It's crazy. Oh shit! Come on, man. There you go. You have to like run with the shield out, so it's a little wonky sometimes, but it's if it works, it works. So this is an area that's you are not ready for. This is not an area that you're ready for yet. That spider is insanely dangerous. Thank God he kicked me back here, actually. Yeah, so we're not ready for that area. That is like, for some reason they put one extra high level area there, and it's very weird why they did it. But so grab this. This is the that door key for that door up top. So now we're gonna run back up and grab that door. The door up here has the Shard of Heroes, and you'll be able to pick. You'll be able to choose what you like to use. So you'll have 3 different options. You know, the warrior, cleric, or the daggers. Which, funnily enough, in the new Lords of the Fallen, you actually fight one of them, Judge Cleric. It's actually kind of cool. Like, the lore for this game is probably really, really good. Like, there's a whole lot of stuff here that can just be, if you roll, by the way, you don't take damage. It really is rich in lore itself. Like, it has a whole bunch of lore, and it's awesome, I think, personally. I like the lore of the game. Like, you don't know anything about Harkin here. Harkin is a prisoner who did very, very insane bad things, and very bad things. So he was in prison, and he was rescued by Haslo, which was that wizard that we were talking to. We were rescued by him. Why? Because of the Rogar army taking over. And Adir had humans kept as slaves for hundreds of thousands of years. And humanity finally decided, you get the rogue set, finally decided to say, you know, fuck that. I'm not taking orders from a god. And they rebelled. And they actually won for a few hundred years until he finally made his comeback. And now we're stuck here. So this comeback didn't last very long. So, and now here we are. So Harkin is apparently one of the only guys that can save humanity, or destroy them in the name of Adir. It's crazy. Now, but yeah, you can make yourself lighter. That is obviously an option here. Like, you can wear the rogue armor that we literally just picked up to make ourselves lighter than normal. But there's a fast guy up here, so be wary of him. He's a little bit of a pain in the ass here, but we'll try to get him. We should be able to, hopefully. But yeah, he doesn't aggro until you get like right up to the top, but yeah, he'll dodge your attacks like pretty instantaneously. So it's a little irritating. Yeah, but he's all right. You gotta pull this. I keep pressing A. So, but yeah, Adir, who is the hand guy, and one of the funniest things that I tried to do in the new one is to see if we could find Keystone, which is where we're in right now. This is the castle of Keystone, whatever. But you can't. You can't see Keystone from the new Lords of the Fallen game, which is crazy. Like, I would actually, to be honest with you, I would like them to have a DLC. They're not going to do DLC, but I like them to do a DLC of Keystone, because especially for like people. Oh God, died. Especially for people who have played the game, who played this original game. You know, it'd be kind of cool. Unfortunately, oh wow, it actually saved right here. Okay, I was actually really thinking it was going to start me at the boss arena. So yeah, the energy that we use is it's a little wonky. We'll have to increase our energy definitely, but and also there's a timer on when your stuff resets. So let's say you didn't have a whole lot and you don't really care about it, then your timer won't be you know, it'll run out if you don't need it anymore. But I should have healed there and I didn't, so that was my fault. That was my duty. So the thing also can be used on, doesn't have to be used specifically on bosses. So if I decided to use it on these guys, I absolutely can. I just didn't do it. But we have an empty bottle as well, if you noticed earlier. That was for extra health potion slot. Alright, yeah, I ain't dying this time, buddy. The heavy attack is insanely strong. Yeah, we go over here and grab this. So, there's a guy coming up, and unfortunately, if I actually continue playing, anyways, with this character, I don't know if I will or not. There's a guy right here. We talked to him. Unfortunately, we have to give him one of our health potions in order for us to get an upgrade later on. So,
what happened? Spike ripped the too late. There's only you want eels. I can't. It's in. All right. Thank you. A gift from the. Please. You need. I am, and yes, you must have. I do. It's no.
Take this potion.
Yeah.
There you go. So you have to give him one of the potions in order for him to like live. So from here on, there's two different ways you could take this. So if you go this way, you can go underground. There's an archer that's down there at the bottom. Kind of a little bit of a toughie to get through here, but so a little bit of a oh God, Jesus Christ, can you just die? All right, let's go ahead and drink a health potion here. There we go. Try not to die by little spiders here. There's a big spider in that thing that he wants you to kill. Now, I will say, too, he has been known to glitch out, especially for me anyways. He's done that. But, so we got Hot Blood, which, funnily enough, is light armor, and it has more armor than what we're wearing. So, it's honestly pretty good to go ahead and put that on, because it's less. These two, both of them are pretty good, but we're going to keep doing the cleric one. And Hot Blood armor stays on. Okay, I'm just making sure that we're still decent when it comes to. Okay, all right, we're still good. So we have lowered our equip load just a little bit, so that's good. Yeah, we're gonna come up this way, and we're gonna talk to this guy. So there's these little markings everywhere that you can find. They give you the Guide of Antanas so that way you can find it. But it's not really. I don't think the quest really is that, like, it doesn't really give you much of anything that's useful to be honest. So I don't really care for that. I don't think I've ever really done it but once, and I was very disappointed with the outcomes. But this is a little Dark Souls 2 area here, as in it's very, very enemy driven. Which, boy, we'll be getting to Dark Souls 2 as well. That's pretty crazy. Alright, so this is Symmetry Armor, which is probably an awesome looking armor as well. Oh, shit. Alright, Cleric, yeah, that's what I want. So, Symmetry is pretty cool looking armor. It's pretty big, but it's not useful for what we're going for, because right now we're at medium roll speed, which is great. So I kind of want to keep it at that, but you can sneak up behind him if he lets you. Yeah, the heavy attack takes all of my energy, and then all the stuff here just like, oh god, Jesus Christ, let me heal, please. There we go. But yeah, see how the combat is? It's very slow, and that's why a lot of people really were turned off by this game because of the slow speed. There is an archer down there, but we're gonna be getting this toy in a minute. But we get the gauntlets. So gauntlets is actually pretty crazy. It's pretty insane. So the archer is supposed to be target practice for you. So what you do is we'll try and see if we can target him from here. We can. It's not gonna let me. But yeah, the gauntlet is actually pretty insane. So you could use this sucker, and it will tear through enemies like crazy. And I mean like crazy. Oh damn! You keep blocking my shots. Let me heal again, because okay, shoot him. Bam! The gauntlet is pretty good, honestly. It's a pretty decent weapon, but damn, what kind of fucking targeting shit do you have on that damn bow? Godly, hit me like every time. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, yeah, he runs over there because there's a dude right here. So what we're gonna go for the archer first, and he's just waiting. Look at him, like a fucking Battlefield 6 camper. Look at him. Yeah, I don't know how you could just overturn your arrows like that, but you know, it's whatever. All right. So right now we're at 1.3% XP. So we're earning a little extra XP since we've taken a little bit longer to rest at a thing here. But so yeah, take the gauntlet and shoot him. This is probably one of the, like, I guess not really easy mode, but it can be. Okay, we don't have enough magic. So that's the problem, though, is that like you definitely need a good amount of magic in order to use absolutely everything that the game has to offer you. Mate, I've never had that happen before. Because I ducked down, he didn't hit me with his weapon. That is fucking awesome. So we got a short sword, lethal secret. It's not really that good. There's a lot of weapons in here that's not really great, unfortunately. The hammers are probably some of the best ones, but they're really heavy and they take a while to actually use, unfortunately. So we got Pain, another hammer. So let's go ahead and pull it up. So the axe is definitely better, which the energy is. So I'm gonna keep using the axe. I kind of like it a little bit, but also the weight is actually a lot less on the hammer as well too. So let's see what happens if I put it on. Will it? 8.10. So I'll still be medium rolling. So I mean, either way, it doesn't matter. All right, I am going to go rest at the thing now because from this point, there is. I'm going to try to level up just a little bit as well. There is a spider down below. Oh yeah, we're going to get this cutscene here with her.
Where is it? Back off.
Drop him. It doesn't matter what you pick.
They're lying. No, if it.
What?
It's it. They've bled, but.
What?
It's in.
Okay.
Sutures.
So you find her daggers, and she ends up helping you basically. But look at how many points we have. We have 2,600 XP, so we have good enough points. I like the way the attribute points are in this game, to where you literally get 3. It's pretty crazy. So now since we're at level 11, we actually get increased in damage, which is pretty awesome. Faith increases your magic, vitality does your health. We're okay on health. I really want to get my damage up with my weapons right now, so we're gonna just do that. And I'm gonna use this because I'm out of health potions, and we're gonna need health potions. So luckily, it doesn't respawn enemies unless you die. So when you die, that's when they decide to respawn them. Unfortunately. So there are 3 different things here for magic gauntlet. So you got explosive, blast. We'll try it out because there is a spider down here, and I might die to this spider. This spider is actually a big old pain in the booty hole. Yeah, he is not very friendly. Oh shit. Yeah, the spider is not very friendly. You could try and get him down the cliff. I've tried that a few times, but it's not very easy. Wow, he moved. That's crazy. But yeah, you've got to kill the spider if you want to for that monk for the healing ability. You have got to kill the spider. So it's unfortunate that we have to, but we're just going to keep trying to just tuck. Oh, actually, no, this is actually perfect. Oh, shit. We're just trying not to get hit by him right now. Oh, I missed. You dick. Oh my god, I auto-targeted him. That's crazy. Oh, fuck. I thought the beam was going to stop him. Mate, calm down. Oh, shit. You know only one attack, dude? Thank you. Jesus. Okay, all right. We're good now. So, this is where that monk is going to be at. This is where you're going to also get your healing upgrades as well, which I think he'll tell you exactly what you need for the healing upgrades. But yeah, this is the first area of the game, by the way, just saying. Like, they put that spider there for literally no reason. This leads into the catacombs, which I don't think... Oh, that's right. He comes back alive. They have a few of these Rogar that come back to life. It's very annoying. So, I don't think I can open this just yet. Can I? Oh, I can. Okay. Well, that goes to the catacombs. You don't need to go there. It's another like high level area that if you stumble into, you're just going to be in trouble. So yeah, the order in which oh yeah, that's right. There's an item right there. The order in which that I'm going to be playing the games. I'll let you know the games right now. Which this is Lords of the Fallen 2014, Dark Souls 3. After Dark Souls 3, funnily enough, comes Bloodborne. Oh, that was close. Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne. That's a tower key, by the way. Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne. Dark Souls 1. After Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, and the Sekiro. And this is also, again, including Soulkslikes as well. So, Mortal Shell, I did try it. I didn't like it, but I did try it. And oh, good lord. Also, the new Lords of the Fallen is going to be in the list as well, and so is Elden Ring. We got a lot of games on the list to play here. Oh my god. Jesus, I thought I was really hoping that was going to kill him there. Would have been a disaster if I didn't. Okay. There's also one other thing that I forgot as well. Oh yeah, so here's persistence, by the way. Since we had the about up there the strength requirement, 40 damage per hit for a greatsword. That's pretty insane. It's pretty good for the sword being itself. But so here, roll, and now we're gonna be in the tower, and I haven't healed in a while, so this is gonna be a little disastrous here. Ah, I kicked. He's gonna come back to life. I hate the fact that he comes back to life and then you can't do anything about it until he does. So you're just stuck doing it, dealing with it. Oh fucking! All right, we're gonna have to wait to get what's back there. It's just an item in a chest. This is the watchtower. Open this up, and oh my god! Don't tell me it's glitched. There you go. There's a big dude here, which we can actually sneak up on. Gotta be quiet. Gotta be very fucking quiet. Got him. So, we got her daggers, which is what we needed. Basically. Alright, he is looking our way, so we're gonna have to just slam him. He's gonna come back to life here in a second, so may as well open this chest while we're waiting. Alrighty. So, we got the rest of Hot Blood. So, we're gonna go over here and let's see if does it have anything better? No, it doesn't. So you could wear more armor, of course. Courage is probably, no, not live. Sorry, live elements is probably pretty good to wear because it doesn't really increase it, and you still are at medium. I could probably do that as well with symmetry. Wear as much heavy armor as I can, so it doesn't increase my stuff here to. Yeah, this actually will work right here. Perfect. Nice. Oh yeah, let me. These I forgot about this. So there's a whole bunch of shards here. You can use them, but so we'll end up leveling up again as well here in a few. Fun. All right, this is going to be a bit of a pain. We might die here. So we got live elements, the rest of them, and another attribute shard. So that's nice. So we have symmetry on. I don't care for that. Live elements is also there as well. So pretty good ones. Let's go ahead and use this shard again. So yeah, there's a dude in the corner as well, and this guy. Let's take out him first. So as I said, I'm possibly going to die here. Oof. A lot of the spells kind of make the game easy mode, I'm not gonna lie. Like, especially the clone, like you use it, especially like the more you upgrade it, the better it gets. it's crazy. Now since I'm close to death here, I'm gonna make sure, because I'm pretty sure Archer's there on the left. There should be a thing to open this door, I believe. So there's the Archer right there. This is the guy that I was talking about earlier. So I guess I can't open this. I thought you could. I was trying to get back to the thing, but oh, that was close. Yeah, if you walked here, you would have just been met with the Archer, and it would have been a little annoying. Oh yeah, anybody here? Wait, wasn't there a freaking what? I could have sworn there was a lever you could pull here. That's crazy. I actually thought there was a lever there. I guess not. Okay. Well. All right, let's go back down because we are severely close to death. I'm so surprised I'm still alive right now. And we also do have some extra attribute shards and stuff like that. There's that one little gap, and I've fallen through that more times than I can count. Yeah, we're going to run all the way back to the thing. I don't see anything wrong with this game, personally. Like, the game looks great. Again, I have experienced in my time playing it some glitches of, you know, the game has, like, glitched me out a few times to where I've completely, like, fallen through the map. I've done that several times, unfortunately. Like, it has its problems, but it doesn't, like, for me, it doesn't ruin the game for me. All right, let's go ahead and get our energy up as well. So that'll be cool. So we got spell points. So spell points are pretty interesting. So you go down here, and I really suggest getting shelter. So when you do shelter, it actually heals you a little bit as well when you get shelter. So when you switch it, there you go. You have it. So shelter also heals you. So it's a really decent spell to get. But we don't have to kill that Archer. Oh, it's because it's on the other side. I'm so stupid. I thought it was on the inside. I guess I was thinking about the other one. But it's fine. We're going to kill all the enemies here anyway, so we'll be able to take out this dude right here, no problem. But yeah, we didn't die that many times. I was really assuming I was going to die more times than that. Usually the spider kills me a good amount. But, so we're going to go back through this way and see if I can talk to this guy. Hopefully he moves over there. I said sometimes his quest line gets a little wonky and sometimes it glitches and he'll disappear and never come back. Oh God. Don't tell me he's in that. Please tell me he's in the tower. If not, I'll try to restart. I'll try to quit out and then go back and then see if he's here. This game is fun. Like I just like the game personally. I like the gameplay. I like the world, the lore building. I like all of it. Like there's just so much stuff that I like about this game that just outweighs the cons. Like it's slow, yes, but if you get used to how the game is played, it's just a lot better personally. I just like it. Let me go back and save the game really quick before I do anything else, because I think I did. No, because I grabbed that before I opened that door. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and go back. So yeah, it'll refill your potion when you're like, you get 3 per life, I believe, per checkpoint. So you can use up to 3, but we just save. So let's go ahead and quit and go back, and let's see if he goes back to the tower. God, I hope so. I really hope so. I hope he goes back to the tower. That'd be great. Oh yeah, it's gonna spawn back. So I think it's gonna spawn the enemies back. Yeah, it's gonna spawn the enemies back, unfortunately. But did you kidding me? I missed that. That was crazy. I don't care. Oh, I just want him dead. Oh yeah. Take that, brah. Alright, we have a big dude down here. The spider doesn't respawn, so that's pretty lucky. So yeah, I'll give an overview of Shelter. So see my health bar? It refills your health. So it is probably a pretty OP spell, to be honest with you. But also, it does damage to them when they attack, and it gives you a little bit of extra armor, so you can take a little bit of extra hits. So it's really good. I really do like. There's a lot of the spells for this is really, really enjoyable. Did he glitch out? Isn't he supposed to be here? I could have sworn he was supposed to be in this room. Oh God, I hope he didn't glitch out. I'm gonna be so mad if he did. It happens. It happened to me. It happens to me like all the time, to where he just glitches. Oh no! Is that the first time I've ever had the kick actually do some good? That is pretty crazy. Never had that happen. All right, let's just go ahead and go to the next boss fight. So this boss is Guardian. Guardian's pretty interesting. In the sense that I'm just going to use all my XP. So he is a turtle boss, basically.
You see,
Here you go.
you found sit.
There we go.
Sutures.
And there we go. That's all you got to do. So her quest is... She is very important to the story, by the way. Very, very important. Like some of the endings depend on that. So here's what you do when you first go in here. So you have Square of Heroes.
There are some freaks on your side of the gate.
Thanks for help. Thanks for your help. I appreciate it. So you got to kill these guys here. Let's try to cut out the fast dude first. Oh my God, he canceled my attack. That's fucked. No way! He got his shield up right before that. Can you stop doing that raging attack, please? Jesus Christ, dude. Calm down. Mate, how do you both cancel my attacks? That's insane. You are killing me. Alright. So, boss time. So here's the 3 choices that you get, though. So for this one, there's a specific thing that you can do. So drop this here. And here's what'll happen. So he is going to end up doing a certain attack later on. You can only attack him too if he is behind. Did I just attack him not behind his shield? This is actually a good time to attack him right now. So yeah, this is pretty much the end of phase 1. It's pretty much the same fight every single time. He's going to spawn in an enemy, and then you just attack the enemy over and over. That's pretty much it. But since we have shelter now, we can just literally heal up, and he's going to do a charging attack and cancel mine. So I highly recommend that you kill the dude, the enemy that he spawns in as close as possible. You get a couple free hits in with this when he goes over here to attack the statue to break it, and you get a weapon. So once the fight's over, you get a weapon. Using the clone isn't really necessary here, I don't think anyways. It's not really necessary. You don't really need to use it. So the special weapon that you get for this game, for fighting this, you just have to beat him without blocking. That's literally it. You do it without blocking, the fight is pretty trivial. I mean, you're just fighting a turtle basically. I keep thinking he's doing a different attack than that. So yeah, just kind of roll around him here. It'll just it just takes your stamina away. Wow, got an extra attack on him there. He's going to spawn 2 enemies in this time, so we're going to go ahead and do shelter immediately. Yeah, it's going to be a fast dude with no helmet, by the way. So, get as close, like when you're killing the enemies, get as close to them as possible. Because once you kill the enemy here, you can just officially go after him straight away. Or not. Just like that. Oh shit, he turned around right as soon as I did that. No way! How did that hit me? That's crazy. You still do damage to him even when you do that, but it's not as much. Ow. So you can use the prayer here, the prayer clone. I mean, you can. I prefer shelter though, personally. But the problem is that he's still just gonna wrap around him, and it's just not really doable because he still has a shield. So sometimes he's just gonna move around over and over again, and it's not really worth it personally. I don't think. That's just my opinion though. So you can use it, but it's just not great. Oh shit, I was really hoping I was gonna get that. You dick! I just got to use healing. Oh, it actually went through. I'm a little shocked. Got him. So yeah, pretty easy boss. It just takes time to really get him down. None of these bosses are really extremely difficult. And Tannis is a little annoying, I'm not gonna lie, but there we go. So once we come over here, oh yeah, there's also one other thing I forgot to mention as well. So we'll get the cleric hammer. So this is, because we did that, this is the hammer that we're going to get right here. Cleric. It's really cool, but it requires a high faith requirement. So I'm going to try and do the faith thing, and we're just going to see how much it does. But here we go. Here is persistence. Look at the fucking damage, dude. So now, since we have the straight requirement, I'm going to be using persistence for a bit. The persistence is very strong in the early game for no reason. It is extremely strong. But yeah, since we defeated him without blocking, we get his special shield right here. And so it is pretty nice. Pretty nice. I'm not going to use it. I don't really use shields in this game personally, but that's just me. So yeah, so pretty much it's going to progress later on, but right now, no. So we got 10,000 XP from that, which is pretty crazy. So I'm going to level up my tribute points to 4, and then do my spell points to, what, level 3? Yeah. Let's do half and half. So we got 3 each. So I'm gonna do my faith to 15, vitality, endurance, and I think strength at 15 is pretty decent. So let's do vitality. Let's do endurance again. Okay. So now we got spell points for 3. So do days. We'll do level 2 for this and level 2 for shelter. And then we can unlock punishment. Punishment is actually also really good as well. So I really like a lot of the stuff that this game has. I really do. All right. So here are the couple things that I did miss just a little bit ago, fortunately. So you go back this way, and we did defeat 2 bosses. So of course I will be doing my review for the game. This sword is so good. It is so good. It is strangely good for this early going in the game, dude. Like, and it does swing pretty fast, like when you're two-handing it, which is what I'm doing, and it one-taps a lot of these basic enemies, a lot of these trash enemies that just really need it. It's just not really good at targeting. Obviously. But yeah, so let's look at the cleric hammer. So because I've increased my faith a little bit more, we're going to get to 18, and I'm just going to see exactly how it fares against, like, against persistence. How we'll see how it fare against it. But that dude should have spawned in over here by now. I'm a little confused why he did not. Perfect. There's a big dude. Is he following me? Yeah, he is. Of course he is. All right, we're at 1.14, by the way. That's crazy. I love how fast the loading screens. Since I did it on PC, I love how fast the loading screens are. 990 Pro, man, I tell you, one of the best SSDs you could use. Can you target the enemy, please? Jesus Christ! All right. So we're gonna see if we can. If I'm strong enough to tackle him. Oh, I got a backstab. Nice. We're gonna see if we're strong enough to tackle over here. The reason being is because this leads to a shortcut, essentially. So I'm just going to see if I'm strong enough to do it. I don't know. I might not be. Ah! And persistence is strong, but it may not be that strong for this damn spider here. It might not be strong enough. Nope. It doesn't look like it. Nope. This area is like for later only. It is not to be done right now. It is crazy insane about how strong you got to be to do it. So let's go ahead and grab my stuff back if I can. Hopefully, hope I can grab it before it kills me again. Oh, run! Oh no, shit! Okay, all right, we made it. We made it out of there. That's the important part. With my XP. So here's the other thing I forgot to mention, because I do want to make sure I get everything before I end this game. So you want my opinion as of right now? This is one of my favorite Soulkslikes of all time. I really like it. I don't care that people hate it. It is one of my favorite games to play, and I'm usually entertained by it all the time. And for people who complain about the slowness of the game, it's just it depends on the weapons that you're using and the stuff that you're fighting. You can use different builds for this game. It's not like every other. It's not the same like Souls game every time that you're playing it. They have different aspects for the game, just like every other game has. But here's what I wanted to check. Each boss you defeat has these specific crystals that you can get. So when you go to the crystals, you can get different types of equipment inside of each of these chests here. So we'll take it. So we get an empty bottle, so it has an extra health potion. We also get a shield and Ghost Merge Shard. I don't remember what's in this one. Energy, shield rune, and yeah. So that's pretty much it for this first one. However, if we go to this sucker, if we go to this sucker, this side, we go back to the area where we defeated Guardian. Oh shit. Didn't kill him. And we find another one, which is going to be a different one. I think the hardest boss in this game, funnily enough, is probably the... There's a couple of decent bosses in this game. I'm not going to lie to you. There are a couple of ones that are kind of difficult. Antanas, the last boss, can be cheesed. And it's not... He's not insanely hard. So it's not like the worst boss fight in the world, personally. But let me go here. I mean, how much do I have? I'm just curious. 13? Okay. We can go to the next level if I wanted. I'm really hoping this guy isn't glitched. It glitches for me a lot, his quest line. Unless I'm not looking at it correctly, but I thought I was. I like that pointy roll there. Oh, wow. Kicking it with L2. I didn't even notice. But yeah, see, if we did go this way first, we would have ended up going through literally this entire tower. And you just don't want to do the tower first if you go this way. If you go this way, you're stuck behind this doorway, and then you're going straight through the tower. And it's not suggested this early. Because if you go through that tower, you're facing all those enemies, not at one time, but they're going to be coming at you like one after the other. And it's not really ideal. Let's go ahead and get a next level here. And upgrade the tribute points. So, Faith. We'll do Faith again. So, now, we'll go back in here and let's do the little thing here. Like, this game looks so great. Like, it just, the game itself looks magnificent.
Stand aside. Wait.
Oh yeah, you get a cigar.
You're what? I have
Yeah, you're a criminal, so you're discriminated against. It's basically the gist of it. So, here is the crystal for Mr. Turtle. So this one is a little bit different. So of course, you still have the chests and stuff. However, there are different lights. So you have to follow the light fixture, and there are going to be enemies all over the place here. So, and the longer you stand in the dark, I believe you do take damage. So, fortunately, we still do take damage, even when we're trying to just get chests open and stuff. This sword is, again, one of the best swords you can use in this game. It is sickening how good it is. Why are you attacking the archer? It was all the way over there. Alright, so we'll follow the light. So now we're going to go over this way. So no, you don't take damage because of the dark, but... Step on this. Oh, wait a minute. I'm stupid. Do we need it? No, we don't. Okay. That's nice. I just wish he wouldn't stop your charged attack and stuff when you're trying to do it on him. That does get a little annoying. I'm just gonna fucking kill you. I was gonna leave him alive, to be honest, but they're getting on my nerves now. Oh shit. I do need it. So yeah, I have to use a clone to stand on it for me to go get it. So we'll do this. The clone will stand there for us while we go and grab this chest. Yep. And voila. There we go. So that's it. So this one is done. It's not really that long. It's It's a little tedious. Some of these are a little tedious, but they're meant to like be engaging with what you're grabbing. Is kind of what it is. But yeah. So that is the first 2 bosses of Lords of the Fallen and the gameplay wise. Oh, I hate these fuckers. I hate these dudes. That's why. You get at the tail end of your charge attack and they will just annihilate you for no reason. I'm telling you, these are the worst enemies in the game. They literally will stand behind the shield, and there's just nothing you can do about it. They're so irritating, and their attacks literally just will target you entirely. There's nothing you can do about it. It is so irritating. You can use your spells, but I'm telling you, I hate these guys, not even with a passion. The best way to kill them is literally just by using your magic, and especially punishment, and then them just taking damage from it. That's the best way you can. That's the best way for them to die. There's just no other way to put it. They're annoying. I hate them. They're the worst enemies in this game. Because you can't get around them. They're just gonna like when they lock onto you, they're just turtling like this the entire time, just following your movements. It's very irritating. But anyways, so in terms of Lords of the Fallen 2014. Here is where my rating is going to go. So between the first 2 areas here that we played, the first 2 bosses, excuse me, weapon variety, absolutely amazing. Persistence, one of the best swords in the game, period. In the game, it's one of the best swords in the early game. You can literally use this sucker for a long time, and it'll be really, really useful. We're gonna try out the cleric hammer. I'm hopefully to get to the level 18. The Marauder Axe, which is what I used at the beginning area, also a decent weapon you can use. The slowness does kind of weigh down a little bit in terms of scoring. However, I still will have to give Lords of the Fallen 2014 a B. This is just a decent Souls-like game. It is overhated, to be honest with you. I personally think it is literally overhated. It shouldn't be as hated as much as it is. And it shouldn't be this hated because of the fact that it's slow. And this was one of the first Souls-likes that's released, and it's a good game. It's a good game. Are there glitches? Absolutely. Like, again, I'm gonna go back into the tower and let me see if the monk is there. If the monk isn't there, then it's something that happens a lot. I've seen it happen a few times. Yeah, so it happens. There's glitches in this game, but it doesn't ruin the overall experience for me to really enjoy it. I guess I'm a little biased because, again, this is my first Souls-like game that I played religiously. I played this game first because it was free on Xbox Live when I was a teenager. I was like 15, whatever. So this is one of my first Souls-likes that I ever played. And then Dark Souls 3 came out, and I played Dark Souls 3 and, loved the shit out of it, which is, again, the next game, by the way. So this was one of my favorite games. It still is just one of my favorite games. I enjoy playing it. The slowness doesn't bother me because I'm just used to the slowness for the game, basically. So B is probably the best place I can get it. I can't give it an A. It's definitely not an S tier. It's definitely not a perfect game. It's a good game. It's not a great game. It's a good game. I personally think that other people need to give this game a chance, to be honest with you. A lot of people really hate it on this game. And for consoles, I can understand for console reasons because of the simple fact that for console reasons, it's locked at 30 FPS, which Bloodborne is as well. I'm not saying Bloodborne's terrible. Absolutely not. But I understand if people dislike this game, and I get it. And I really get it. And I respect everybody's opinion on it because this game isn't for everybody. But since I played this first, this is ideally what I liked, what I wanted to see in like Souls games, which of course they got better and better from here. But yeah, this is what I gotta say. I like Lords of the Fallen 2014. This game gets a B from me, and that's that. So next game we'll be playing is Dark Souls 3.